Hey everybody, this is Gaming Ultimatum, and welcome to the first of many bonus videos for the Little Tales Bronx series. Of course, the first one is based on Tale Concerto, the very first game of the series, and of course, this will probably be the shortest one because, let's just say, Tale Concerto does not have that much when it comes to content. Or at least, except hidden content. So first, we're going to go over the art books. There are only 3 volumes of them. And of course, each one are of course untranslated since they were only released in Japan. Because if you do, there is some English though, so we can at least understand some of it. We of course have multitudes of variations of art for all the stuff, including waffles. Everything relating to waffle. Even different artist interpretations, like this seems to be the Waka variation of... Most of these have the Waka variation of many of the main characters. And you see he has plenty of things, including little art of Fanta. You see he has the smallest tail. Extra info has something relating to Totoro, but we can't see it because guess what? And looks like, and of course stuff relating to Little Tale Story, which I'll actually cover in this video because the story of Little Tale Story is actually kind of sad. You basically have art for basically every character. So essentially, maybe when you can stop if you want. All the stage designs. Waffle's house, which is of course only 2 rooms. Each of the major areas, of course. I think it's pretty interesting to be able to see all this old... Hey look, it's Gub Gub. Hey look, it's that annoying level where you have a time limit. So we have plenty of things. We even got the Iron Giant right here. We can see its really weird stomach. It's literally just one area and then a bunch of teleporters. I think that's kind of weird. And teleporters just lead to its heart. The Guardian and everything. You have a lot of different stuff relating to the game. I'm thinking this is probably a guide trying to explain how to get past the game. Of course, that's only volume 1 of 3. So what does volume 2 contain? Well, it looks like we have a bit more in terms of art. But also, here you go! All the pictures in the album. All the pictures in the album. Oh god. Showing what the line art looks like and then what the remastered art looks like. You see plenty of things relating to the art. And of course we have special illustrations. Pretty funny. Pretty cool looking. And let's see, this one's straight up the background I'm using. World Guide, which I'm guessing is trying to give lore to the world, but of course, how things are, we can't actually read any of this. I can't actually read any of this. Hey look, they tried to put an explanation for how the freaking, the freaking teleport thing works. After that, Concerto is actually a special novel, which I will be able to read, is because there is a translated version I was able to find. Well, it's more like it was included with the whole thing. A lot of the rough drawings of old characters. Oh god, Cyan just nearly had a gun. Man, for a while he seemed to have a gun. They have art of the police robo, all its actions. From the looks of it, there was probably going to be a lot more features of the game. Looks like one of them might have been a wanted system where you could specifically try and capture certain kittens, and you would of course get them. I think I've seen this artist recently making stuff relating to Fuga. Of course, we have those simple rough drawings of all the stages. Rough drawings of the Iron Giant, which looked a lot more horrifying and probably would have fit more with the Titano Machina stuff later in the series, but of course, this was the first game, so of course they didn't have concepts like that not thought about yet. Stage gimmicks. A lot of different things. Volume 3, I'm gonna bet, has more stuff. I know, all of her... Oh, the animation variations of the characters. Character designs. Oh, you even get all those storyboards. The animations. And the straight up script, and then all sorts of other stuff. What's this one section? Secrets. I'm guessing it's a lot more, just a bunch of cool art, comics and all that stuff. This is just relating to multitudes of different things relating to interviews with stuff and all that. And that's all the art books for Little Tail Concerto. It did not have a lot. As you can see, the one that got the most was straight up sold to Robo. And it has way more content than you think. Disc. Oh, these are not it. Oh no, those are Fuga. Game files. There are, of course, 3 different versions of the game. Japan, a French version, and the United States version. Oh yeah, all this stuff. So apparently seems like they originally intend to actually make a full-blown Tail Concerto 2. But of course, due to the failure of the first game, it of course did not go through all that much. And of course, this was around the time they were announcing sold to Robo. And yes, there was in fact a Tail Concerto demo disc. Literally, of course, a demo of the game, only exclusive in Japan, because of course it is. What did we expect? Oh god, there was even a little like propeller toy. Game file and commercial. Wait. Let's watch this commercial. Shots
闇の帳静けさの中始まる忘れかけた夢追いかけてゆく旅旅やった時を越えて
It's fairly long. I don't think we need to watch the entire thing. Music. There are in fact two different soundtracks relating to Tail Concerto. A regular soundtrack that's really just the raw PS1 files. This one's the raw PS1 files. The rest of these are just kind of ones that were found. But the major release was the perfect soundtrack. Now, so as you can see, Soul Turbo also got this. Now, there are relatively minor differences between the original and perfect soundtrack of Tail Concerto. The main one's being that overall the sound quality and how certain instruments sounds. Science Theme is actually a really good example of this. Some are slightly different, others not so much. For a second, this being played archive he included, but scans. We have plenty of scans for Tail Concerto, funnily enough. I mean, we have the advertising kit. Yeah. And then we got the HD box art and ads. So here you go, if you wanted to see what the United English freaking... Oh my god, oh yeah, I forgot. Some games straight up had a funny thing of... They knew if some players had enough trouble, they were gonna want to ask for help, so they included hint lines. I am wondering something. Okay, so the number is... I'm gonna see if this even works. 1-900 225. Oh, it's quick to be able to do that again. Okay, it doesn't really do anything. Just restricted because, of course, the probably hard to do probably isn't even in service anymore. And of course, you have the actual manual and all the languages. Like here's the English manual. Huh. Mr. Waffle Breakfast, I acknowledge you as an officer of the Prairie Police Department, and I need to patrol Portal Village and neighboring areas. Found the third King of Prairie. Take any information gathered, however relevant may seem, lightly. Assess situation respond currently. Give up. Okay, so we have the full-blooded thing. And of course, they had to include separate ones for the normal old directional button one and the one that included analog. Wait, advanced techniques. Right the mind for diving maneuvers. There's actually a hidden detail. If you actually use the circle button while flying, you actually will actually spin like Soldier Robo. Reviews! Yeah, let's just say this game has a lot of old reviews. As you can see, most of them seem to be around the middle ground. Around the middle ground. You can see this one had an A and B, and this one had C+, B-. But the most typical rating seems to be around the B+ area, so it was a fairly good game, as many reviewers put it. And then, of course, the scorebook. If you have piano, Here's your ability to play for Little Tail, the end version. And Tail Concerto. And you can pause at any point in this video and you'll be able to, see these more clearly. Translations. There's only really one thing we really have for translation, and that's after the Concerto. I won't be reading this because I had already planned to do Red Data Children and I don't want to try and read more, so I'm going to stop for a few moments each time I'm looking at these and move to the next page, and you guys can pause if you want to try and read these better. Oh wait, see all that well. So if you, no, I think you'll be able to at least see this a bit better on. So yeah, you can at least get a translated version of this. Untranslated items do not include a lot, but it's mostly relating to Mamoru-kun, which is the Reconstruction Assistance Project Support Project Works collection. A Mamoru-kun Crime Prevention book, and the Kimono books. Videos. What else we got is Tail Concerto ads. There's the one for the United States. Of course, Japan got way more ads. French only got one. And that's weirdly all there is, besides this brief little artwork. That's the full thing of that one artwork you saw. That's kind of it. Now for a quick moment, I will talk about the other game that we of course could not play, Little Tail Story. It is a pretty sad thing. Basically, Little Tail Story was a mobile game that was released for Android and iPhone. But of course, because of that, because the series wasn't as big as it is now, it didn't exactly do a lot. So within 6 months of its original release, it of course unfortunately got, canned. Here's the thing, here's all the assets. The common UI back, loading, a bunch of stuff. Oh, the login bonus background, treasure background, the common, all these cool little things. Oh, it looks like so we had 5 different classes, it looks like, and each one had different attack range. Made you could just attack everywhere. Shields did that. And of course you had to choose between multitudes of different species of animal. Yes, you could have probably made yourself a Beerus. Screenshots relating to the game. Not a lot is really there for the Little Tail Story. But we do have one wallpaper from it. It's just a bunch of customized characters relaxing. Anywho, this is how short this video has been because I was able to cover those 2 things and I didn't need to do a lot. I, of course, have been playing the perfect soundtrack in the background. So, next bonus video, will of course be on Solo to Robo. See you guys then.